Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Desi TV USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at the headlines. Putin faces pressure at Alaska summit to prove peace intentions, says Bolton. New wearable biopatch aims to protect outdoor workers from heat-related illness. S&P 500 Nasdaq close at record high in inflation data and rates cuts hopes. Air Canada flight attendant reject binding arbitrations amid pay dispute. Trump's National Guard deployment and police takeover in DC spark nationwide concern. US consumer prices rise in July as core inflation sees biggest gain in 6 months. United States urges progress in ceasefire talks as Israeli airstrike continue on Gaza. Pakistan marks Independence Days with celebrations of battle for truth victory. These are headlines. Lead to news detail.
Now I am American. I have citizen.
I still have my Salvadorian passport and now I have my USA passport. I am a citizen of the US.
Khi cầm cái hộ chiếu Mỹ, cô rất là tự hào mình là công dân Mỹ.
La ciudadanía para mí significa oportunidades.
Si ya tienen el tiempo que pueden hacerse ciudadanas, que lo hagan.
No pierde nada uno con intentarlo.
Como dicen en México, echándole ganas, todo se puede.
Viewers, now the top story is here. Former US National Security Advisor John Bolton says Russian President Vladimir Putin will need to convince Donald Trump of his genuine desire for peace in order to get what he wants in the ongoing conflict with Ukraine during their upcoming meeting in Alaska.
We've seen in the past that Putin does much of the talking, and I think he's got the burden in a way to try and move Trump in his direction. He's got to try and figure out what will persuade Trump, whether it's true or not is irrelevant, but will persuade Trump that that Putin seriously wants peace.
Viewers, now a newly developed wearable biopack could help save lives by monitoring signs of heat stroke. It created says the device is designed to safeguard outdoor workers at the risk of heat-related illness grow with rising global temperatures.
And all of that data is coming into this device. And eventually what our computer science team is going to do is use that data to train AI so that we are able to recognize someone who is heading into the danger zone.
जश्न आज़ादी फख्र का लम्हा देसी टीवी यूएसए अपने तमाम नाजरीन को 14 अगस्त यौम आज़ादी पाकिस्तान की पुरखुलूस मुबारकबाद पेश करता है। आइए उन अजीम कुर्बानियों को याद करें जिन्होंने हमें आज़ादी की नेमत अता की। आज का दिन है इत्तेहाद, यकजहती और हुब्बुल वतनी का। पाकिस्तान के रंग देसी टीवी के संग। Now viewers, the S&P 500 and Nasdaq ended at all-time high after July inflation data matched expectations, strengthening investors' bets that the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates next month.
You look under the hood of that 2.7% number. First of all, the core CPI year over year was 3.1%. A lot higher than what was expected and certainly from the month prior. So when the Fed is looking at this, they're not going to react like the markets have today, meaning the markets didn't think that it was away too far from expectations. The Fed might be looking at things and thinking there may be inflationary pressure still that needs to be fought.
Now, the union representing about 10,000 Air Canada flight attendants has rejected the airline's proposal for binding arbitrations, escalating pay negotiation this week ahead of a potential strike.
Our wages have not kept up anywhere near inflation. $1,900 a month, I think everybody can agree, is nowhere near a livable wage when you're expected to live close to airports, which are in major cities. Vancouver, Toronto, Calgary, Montreal. It's putting you below poverty wages. When you look at a scale of a full-time worker on minimum wage, we're making less.
Now, viewers, President Donald Trump's decisions to send hundreds of National Guard troops to Washington, D.C. and temporarily assume control of the city police department has strict fears and uncertainty across the country.
Chicago, how bad it is. You look at Los Angeles, how bad it is. We have other cities that are very bad. We're not going to let it happen. We're not going to lose our cities over this. And this will go further.
It sounds like police are going to start coming out into the streets and detaining people, possibly by force, the way they've been doing with the ICE raids. So that may cause a lot of fear, commotion, and uncertainty among people in communities like here in the part of.
Now, U.S. consumer prices rose moderately in July, but higher costs for services like airline fares and tariff-sensitive goods such as household furniture drove the largest increases underlying inflation in half a year. Now, State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce's brief report adds Israeli airstrike on Gaza persisted and ceasefire negotiation remained stalled ahead of Hamas leader Khalil al-Hayya's expected arrival in Cairo for talk on reviving a U.S.-backed truce plan.
Dialogue in Islamabad, the United States and Pakistan reaffirmed their shared commitment to combating terrorism in all its forms and manifestations during this latest round of the talks in Islamabad. The United States and Pakistan discussed ways to enhance cooperation to counter terrorist threats, and I think that for the region and for the world, the United States working with both those nations, our assistance there. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. On Gaza, Israel has been blocking foreign reporters from entering Gaza unless they are under Israeli military escort. Does the U.S. press Israel to allow foreign journalists, including American journalists, by the way, to enter Gaza?
Well, we're of course leaving that to the government of Israel. We are not going to tell them what to do or inform them how to handle the decisions they've made. Just as again a reminder that it is a war zone, and countries are going to make decisions about who they allow in and who they don't, and that's up to them.
Viewers, in the last, Pakistan are celebrating Independence Day with renewed pride, hailing the success of Operation Bunyan al-Marsus and the battle for truth. Officials and citizens alike recalled past victories against such larger foes, saying the latest triumph reaffirms that Pakistan is an unshakable reality. The day's was marked was gratitude to God for the nation's freedom and resilience.
Now I am American. I have citizen.
I still have my Salvadorian passport, and now I have my USA passport. I am a citizen of the U.S.
Khi cầm cái hộ chiếu Mỹ, cô rất là tự hào mình là công dân Mỹ.
La ciudadanía para mí significa oportunidades.
Si ya tienen el tiempo que pueden hacerse ciudadanas, que lo hagan.
No pierde nada uno con intentarlo.
Como dicen en México, echándole ganas, todo se puede.
So viewers, thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. This is me, Tabinda, signing off. Stay tuned for more news. Desi TV USA, DTVN, and our OTT platform, DTV Flex, where you can access to over 3,000 channels. So stay tuned and stay with us.
Neurological care is a pressing healthcare challenge in Pakistan. That's why Helping Hand USA is building Kind R, a world-class hospital with 130-plus clinics that is set to establish new standards for neurological care in Pakistan. As the first phase nears completion, anticipation is growing for the launch in the second half of 2025. Give zakat and sadaqah through Helping Hand USA today and join this historic endeavor to redefine future healthcare in Pakistan.